Dance Monkey, the song that ruined its creator's life. I can't lie, Dance Monkey ruined my life as well. The fact that it was playing everywhere I went on repeat, like it felt like I was a lab rat in some social experiment, but low-key it's a banging song.
People were so offended by how I looked. Sometimes I just want to tell myself I copied as much as anyone else, and I'm not the new Nickelback.
It's the world's most streamed song by a female artist, but Dance Monkey's—
Damn. I never realized it was such a male-dominated field. Heat Waves is number 11? That song dropped like yesterday, bro. By yesterday, I mean like 2 years ago, but damn. Shape of You, absolute banger, bro. I remember my first time ever interacting with a female that wasn't like family. I remember I was in a restaurant with her and Shape of You was playing and I was so corny. I must have been like 6 or 7. Ooh, 6 or 7. I'm actually too old for this shit. And I started singing the lyrics of the song and I felt like I had a rose in my mouth. I felt like I was hella romantic, bro. On the beach writing her name down, singing Shape of You. I'm so corny, bro. Someone You Loved. Ooh. Yo, this is like memory lane. Someone You Loved. I remember being 13 and being in my room in a robe doing the song When the Day Bleeds and acting like I'm pulling the rope towards— Thank God I never posted that video. Oh my God, the digital footprint. I would not be on here. I would be trying to bury every sign of me online. As it was, another banger, One Dance, absolute. Hey, where's Kendrick on here? Okay, sorry, I don't want to start a fucking beef. Dance Monkey's number 9, bro. Where is the rest? Where are the rest of the female artists, man? Pull me closer to the— Damn.
Dance Monkey's 3 billion plays ruined Tones and I's life.
I don't think I've been happy one day since all this stuff has happened.
Not to mention the song itself is way more depressing than most people realize. You see, Tones and I first wrote Dance Monkey whilst performing her songs in the street, where on one particular night she dealt with a super difficult crowd.
The whole crowd was very drunk and rowdy.
Over a 30-minute period, Tones had all her money stolen, was told by an onlooker she had no talent.
Had all her money stolen. Some guy nicked her the hat where they throw change in. Yo, I know Satan was down there giggling, bro.
And had her keyboards knocked over as the rest of the crowd demanded she keep on playing.
I had like a real bad night where like people were just like again, like they weren't even chanting one more song. I'd done like 6 encores.
She'd therefore make the chorus dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, referring to hecklers egging her on.
I just took everything that people had said to me and put it in a song, like just sing one more time.
And by the time she
Okay, but I have a feeling like this is her trying to make sort of a narrative that conveniently fits the story and makes it seem like she's the hero who survived all this negative energy and hate. But honestly, like, I can't imagine, okay, like, in my mind, the way she's trying to paint it in my mind, and obviously I'm not trying to discredit what she went through, but from my perspective, you're telling me on a random Tuesday, people just started knocking your stuff over in Australia, not that really matters, and then some guy came over, took the hat, and then all of them, as they were knocking all your equipment down, they were going, another one, please, play another song. Like, what are we talking about? It feels like an episode of The Regular Show, like.
Finally wrote it, her confidence had been destroyed.
And I wrote it in the wardrobe because I still got nervous about people listening and hearing me stuff up when I'm writing music and go over and over again on the same thing.
See, but there's another reason to write in the wardrobe. Write or sing in the wardrobe. Hold on, let me replay that.
And go over and over again on the same thing. So I like really nestle myself in a small space.
However,
I get that. I also go through that as well when I'm recording videos. If I hear someone like walking by my door, I sort of like, I get a little awkward. But I think she meant by writing as in also like singing, because why would she be repeating it out loud if she wasn't singing it? But there's another reason to do that in the closet. It's because the vocals are better, because the clothes they provide a sort of, they're better for like the acoustics. Like for example, Davide, the guy who like killed, I don't even want to get into that situation. He recorded most of his songs on, I think, just an iPhone in his wardrobe, in his closet, or like his main songs like really blew up. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to discredit anything she says or like call her a liar, but there's more to the story than she's making it seem. Like, yeah, you were in the wardrobe, but yeah, obviously a wardrobe is probably, in an untreated room, is probably the best place to record vocals to begin with, like.
But by playing the song on the street, she attracted an audience of hundreds, all of whom couldn't stop listening despite the song being unreleased.
You couldn't hear the song anywhere. It was nowhere. You could only hear it live. And that's the only place you could hear it. And word started getting around about this song with no way to stream it. People would come down when I was busking just to hear it.
In one video titled Tones and I NYE in Byron Bay, the uploader stated, "Don't know the name of the song, but I got a big fan of her for the first go,
10
with the
mil.
video itself showing hundreds of people listening to Tones, one of whom you can hear yelling "coolest night of my life." A different TikTok showed a similar scene, having filmed Dance Monkey on the street before its release, captioned with the title "I just recorded it because I thought the song was good." Dance Monkey made her street performances so popular, Tone's manager stated by the end of the first song at least 20 would stop by. By the end of the third there was at least 50, and by the end of the set 150 would be gathered. We were getting shut down by the police in a few weeks. The crowds were spilling onto the street and becoming dangerous, with her local fame causing—
Wow, this really is like grassroots. Like, she started just being a street performer, but I don't really understand what sort of business aspect is this. Like, it really was just doing whatever. She had a manager at this point in time. Why is she not releasing her music online? Just performing out in public for 150 people so that hopefully 3 of them would put $1 in her hat? Like, what are we talking about? That's the thing. There's a lot of creative people, but there's a lot more to making money, I guess, or like building an empire online than just being creative. You could have the best music ever if you don't have the business behind you, the suits as they call them. You're never really going to be able to compete with people that are much less talented than you are.
other unrelated issues.
Other buskers started getting angry at me. Some started a Facebook group and were like, we're going to run Tones out of town, like for no reason. They just hated how big the crowds were getting.
As a result, Tones took her act to a hostel where it became even bigger.
Everyone just started coming to the hostel, and all of a sudden this hostel was at full capacity, 500 people. They couldn't let anyone in every single week just because people wanted to come, waited through the whole 2.5-hour talent show for this one song at the end, which was like the craziest thing. Everyone knew all the words.
Describing that period as her happiest days ever.
I always say that that was easily the best time in my life.
She'd achieved
Damn, look at this guy. He's loving it, man. Dance for me, dance for me. Yeah. I know he can't play the song because it's copyright, but low-key, this is just making me want to listen to it so bad.
everything she ever wanted and still had no plans to release music publicly.
Always obviously just wanted to be a busker. I never anticipated even releasing music.
But having gained 14,000 followers from busking, Tones spent $800 to record and release Dance Monkey. As one of her first official songs, she had no expectations,
I didn't even think I'd get played on radio in Australia.
although the outcome turned out to be the opposite. The success Tones found locally was repeated on the radio.
Pretty much when I released it, we saw the same thing happen, but in a way bigger scale, that what had already been happening for 8 months on the street.
Topping charts in Australia just 30 days after Dance Monkey's release. 2 weeks after hitting #1, Tones released the music video, which gained 1.6 million views in just over a month, leading to her first festival.
That's really not that high, like, compared to what it's at now. It must be at 1 billion at least. That song was a phenomenon, man. But it's insane that something like this still works nowadays. Like, this is purely because the song was so good. It's not that there was a big marketing push behind it and that she was like a industry plant that was destined for greatness. No, she literally just released a song, put something out there that she saw got a lot of attention in person. Like, this is as organic as it comes. Like, genuinely succeeded because the song was good. And I can't lie, she is a one-hit wonder. I mean, even when she was performing out in the street, she said people would wait through 2.5 hours for this one song. Like, it's just the perfect set of melodies, I guess. The Symphony of Death.
Festival invite which slightly exceeded expectations. Tones was scheduled as the first act on a terrible stage,
I opened the whole festival, and usually there's about 200 people at this stage.
although as can be seen by the official festival video, she managed to attract a slightly larger audience.
There was like 40,000 people. The video of me online at Splendor in the Grass with the red on is that. The set after me had like 500 people there.
The music video hit 10 million views only 1 month later, celebrated with an Instagram
Damn.
post reading, "Old Town Road has been #1 on iTunes
Oh, it was this era. Oh, it was this era. Do not get me started. I wanna take my what a bang. Oh my god. I look, why am I lying, bro? This was peak life. When Old Town Road was a thing. Can't lie, if you play Old Town Road at a function or in the car, I instantly know you're a man of culture. Like, I think of you so differently. Like, I instantly feel a deeper connection. I mean, that sounds kind of fruity, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you're a man of culture. You got finer taste in things.
for 14 weeks. Until now, motherfuckers. 1 month after this, when the video was at 100 million views, Tones made another post reading, "I have the #1 most streamed song on Spotify worldwide at the moment, and an Aussie artist has never done that before."
And then it stayed on the top of Spotify for like a record-breaking amount of time. It bet all the Shazam records.
Before becoming the highest streamed song ever by a female artist.
Who still uses Shazam? Like, can't you just type in the lyrics on YouTube and get the song? Like, even, bro, sometimes I just be typing like, la la la, boom bum, boom shakalaka, and it just comes up with the song I'm thinking of. Like, it really is just magic. Shazam And Shazam only ever works if you're like actually listening to the song in person. Like if the song is playing on the radio, then you can literally tell, like it's not like, oh, I recall like half a song in my mind. No, it has to be playing and it has to be the exact same beat and loud enough for your phone to pick it up. But at that point, if you're listening to the song right now, instead of even like, don't even bother asking people around you, just literally listen to the lyrics and type them down on YouTube. Like, what are we doing, bro? Shazamming the Big 26?
Just on Spotify. Tones and I had achieved what her biggest idols couldn't.
Beyonce hasn't done that. Ariana Grande hasn't done that. Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift, they've never done what that song has done.
And while Tones maintained that she loved the song, this is where the problem started.
And I love the song so much, people think I hate it. It just defines me, and I need that to stop.
Yeah, but the difference is with all those other artists is people know who they are. I know who Ariana Grande is. I know who Nicki Minaj is. This is like my first time ever seeing you. Like I might have seen you beforehand. I do not remember your name. I don't know anything about you. The song has overshadowed you so much. Like people care about the song, not you. And I say that in the most respectful way possible.
That one song that I wrote when I was on the street should not define the rest of my life.
As mentioned, the song became so popular it was all that she was known for.
Then guess what? You're in a situation where you need to make the next big thing. You need to keep paddling, unfortunately, because you've made a piece of work that is resonates with so many people that now is you're just the woman who made that song. You're not even an artist. You're the person who made Dance Monkey. If you just stop right there and stop paddling and stop working and just leave it at that, yeah, that's all you're ever going to be remembered for until the song dies out and you become irrelevant. You know how many one-hit wonders there are? Like I don't really particularly feel overly sympathetic to your cause specifically.
If she played the song first at festivals, people would simply leave.
Sometimes when I go overseas, I have to end on that song because if I do Dance Monkey second last, everyone's going to the other stage and I'm sitting here playing Flyway to my friends.
But if she played the song at the end, people wouldn't stop demanding it.
There was one festival I went and played, and in between every song, they were like, Dance Monkey, dance, which is like kind of like crippling as an artist.
Rolling Stone added to this by writing, during her first festival appearance at New Zealand's Bay Dreams, a section of the crowd chanted Dance Monkey over and over.
Yeah, but at the same time, like the reason you have a problem with that is because it's low-key a money grab. That's all concerts are. Like people come there for Dance Monkey specifically. Why are you trying to bundle up 30 other songs so you can put it in a package and overprice it? I know it's kind of weird to like host a one-song event, but that's what the people want to hear. Like lower the prices and do that, I guess. Like yeah, no one would be buying the ticket in the first place if it wasn't for Dance Monkey. So would you rather be performing for people or performing for nobody? Like you're suffering from success right now. Like it's very hard to feel sympathetic. Like I understand that you had your sort of honeymoon period where the song was everywhere and you felt you felt accepted. But yeah, now you have to deal with the fact that you will forever be in the shadows of this one song that you produced. If you can't recreate that, then guess what? You're not special, the song is.
Wittingly feeding into the exact narrative the song was about. During the same article, Tones and I stated, this Dance Monkey thing is like a blessing and a curse. It's opened me up to so many more fans and to have so many people discover my music, but I don't want to be known for that until I die. It was one song I wrote, she says wearily. It's not even near my favorite song.
It's not even in my top 3 or maybe not even top 5.
And her view was likely tainted by the song's other problems. Tones explained her clothing style had come from a lack of confidence.
Chubby, hat wearing, oversized tee. I felt comfortable in those baggy clothes. I wasn't body confident.
Which turned into
Yeah, but the thing is with baggy clothes specifically, like talking about my friends or like periods of time where I wasn't maybe in the best shape possible, baggy clothes might make you feel more comfortable, which I guess is all that matters really, but at the same time, they actually make it almost look worse. Because it's a lot more in your head than you might think it is. For example, me thinking about my friends, the one time he didn't come in wearing a hoodie, he looked his best, even though he might be insecure about, oh, there might be a little more fat showing. Well, the truth is, bro, everyone has their own problems. No one cares about your insecurities the way you do. But at the end of the day, clothes are just for you to feel comfortable, so dress however you like.
To a point of criticism as she became a public figure.
People were so offended by how I looked, like just so offended. And I judged myself as harsh as I could so that I was really prepared. And then it wasn't a tactic anymore. I just started hating myself.
Comments about her appearance at the time were too vile to publish even in Rolling Stone. And when given a chance to respond, Tones
is Rolling Stone like considered 1940s German propaganda? What do you mean too vile to post to Rolling Stones as if they're like this hella controversial company? They've all sold their soul to some other. They post what they're told to, bro. What are you talking about? It's too vile.
Stated, I promise you everything that you say, I feel about myself now. I promise you that I feel like shit all the time. So leave me alone now because there's nothing more you can do. This mind frame stained everything that she did.
I could not connect or enjoy the moment.
That's the problem. Like, there's an argument to be made, for example, a lot of people who are imperialists, is that the right word? Like monarchists, they say, oh, it's better if someone was raised their whole life to be prepared for something. Like in her situation, and that sort of rings true in this situation specifically, not to say that that's my set of beliefs, but this is something that is applied here. For example, she wasn't ready for the fame. She wasn't ready for success. Maybe she wanted it, but out of naivety. She didn't know what she actually wanted. Well, for example, someone like Justin Bieber, who spent his whole life sort of preparing mentally and physically, I guess, but more mentally for this fame and for this becoming this big pop star. Of course, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. You can tell it has had like very bad effects on him mentally, but at the same time, the lack of preparation is also going to have an effect on you mentally. And also, by the way, to circle back to that point, I've been getting into meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and there's like the golden period for emperors in Rome, where there was 5 emperors in a row that were considered the best 5 emperors in Roman history, and all 5 of them were not the heirs for the throne. So as in, they weren't the people meant to be, or like they weren't people who at a young age were destined to be for the throne. Does that make any sense? And the one person that was, which is Marcus Aurelius's kid, he was one of the worst emperors in Roman history, or just a really bad emperor in general. Even though he was the one person who was trained his whole life to, and told his whole life that he would be the emperor of Rome. I'm just now starting to get into history, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But there is something very ironic about that.
Because there was this big, you're ugly, you're gross. Doesn't matter what you do, this is offensive.
Reducing her desire to be on social media.
I really don't want to be out there in the world like that.
Instead posting text images such as, last time I checked you didn't need to be pretty to write a good song, and it will be a cold day in hell when I join the club of women that have only gotten somewhere because of what they look like. Thanks. Tones repelled the haters with a genius coping strategy.
Then I just like turn my phone off and hang out with my friends and it's all fine.
Well, genius coping strategy, just get away from the negativity. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm glad she's gotten over it.
But for the hate toward the song itself, there was easily 10 times more.
The worst thing about it is the vocals, the goddamn...
Fantano, what are you talking about, bro? Dance Monkey's a rancid song and needs to be culled from all clubs and radio stations. Buddy, like, ease off of it.
Vocals. They're terrible. They are awful.
The criticism began with her voice.
I never ever once thought my voice was different or anything like that. Now the world is telling me that it's different.
While others accused her of using effects to achieve a specific sound.
The song would not have hit the same if she had not had that voice, like that distinct voice. I think that adds to it. That's like saying the vocals in Stronger by Kanye. I mean, would you consider those vocals where it goes, make it harder, man? Oh, it doesn't sound soothing. Yeah, it's not meant to sound soothing. It's part of the song. And people still complaining about auto-tune in the big 2026. Like, get a life, bro.
Everyone seems to think your voice is super weird. A lot of people at the start thought that it was an edit.
Articles such as this one had to clarify her voice was natural, although even then the song was building an army of haters.
Maria the Goth Girl. The army of haters. Yeah, what is Maria the Goth Girl gonna do, man? Put on her goth girl makeup and complain to her parents about how Dance Monkey's rubbish? Like...
Monkey by Tones and I is a terrible song. The song Dance Monkey is fucking atrocious. Dance Monkey is the worst song in history, and I will never forgive humanity for making it popular. Even Jenna Ortega slammed the song by adding, if anyone ever played that in my house, they're instantly being kicked out, while Tone's live performance on Australian radio achieved
at one point you sort of like get validated for hopping on the bandwagon. Like Jenna Ortega, okay, wow, you're so cool. Yeah, Dance Monkey's corny. Your music taste is so much better than everyone else's. Like I was that way when I was 12 in assembly when people were recommending a song. We had this one kid, some guy said Happier by Marshmello. Come on, bro, we're like 12. We're genuinely like, I'm not even exaggerating. And he goes, no, that's a corny song. Like, I know your favorite YouTuber said Happier by Marshmello's corny, but like, can we just enjoy life, man? Like, you don't have to enjoy the song. What does he want us to put, like, Tiki Tiki Funk on in 2016? Like,
pretty depressing record.
I am the only Leica version in the history of Triple J Leica versions that have had to have the comments turned off.
Was it hated simply because it was overplayed?
People say, oh, I used to like the song, and then it got so overplayed. It's always on radio. I can't escape it.
Whatever the reason, it was making Tone's life hell.
I didn't like myself at all.
There was a song called Crazy, and at its peak, this is a song that was released like 16 years ago. They cut it from UK stores, like they removed it because they didn't want it to be on the top of the chart for too long, so people wouldn't overhear it and like get tired of it. I don't know how well that worked for them in a business perspective. I don't know if that was a wise business decision necessarily, but I thought that was something pretty interesting because I can't think of any other example of that happening, like a song strategically holding itself back so that people would want to listen to it more. I doubt it really worked out for them though, because no one else is doing it.
Or like preempted hate. I would just see myself through the most hateful hater's eyes.
In the process, Tones had to deal with a stalker.
I got probably a message like every 3 minutes, sent presents to people that know me, messaged my random friends that they've never met. This person lived overseas and left and went home and then said they're coming back for me and actually came back.
Although surprisingly, Nicki Minaj might have been a bigger problem. You see, Dance Monkey had been topping the charts for almost half a year.
God damn. Oh my god. It was that bad? Half a year with Dance Monkey at the top? Or when was this? Was this like 2023, 2022?
Which point Nicki Minaj released a new song, telling her followers to do whatever you can to get it to #1. Well, rather than, listening to Nicki's song, her fans instead tore down Tones and I in a pretty lousy way.
They put like racist signs or swastikas everywhere over my stuff and then reposted it on Twitter,
pushing Tones toward her breaking point. She described her hate.
Yo, some people, I don't even know how you garner an audience that's that loyal. Like if Nicki Minaj told her audience to invade Nicaragua, there would be genuine barbs. What are they called? Are they called barbs? In Nicaraguan airports, like genuinely committing heinous attacks. Like how do you get an audience that's that loyal and brain dead? No critical thinking at all. Nicki Minaj does not know you exist. Like if you enjoy her music, that's fine. But being parasocial to the point where you're hating on another person because she told you to, even though she didn't even tell you to. Like you're going out of your way to do something that's wrong for someone who doesn't know you exist, for no benefit of your own. Like, God, I never want an audience like that.
It is to be beating me over and over again until I'm sitting here crying in my own home. No one even understands how bad it really is. Winning 4 arias failed to fix anything.
No one could have ever prepared me for the whole world judging me and comparing you to other artists.
Which was followed by a Facebook post.
And ironically, her trying to hide herself and sort of like shying away from the spotlight made her even more of just the woman that made Dance Monkey. Like, always got a hat on, you can't see her face. Yeah, she's the girl who made Dance Monkey. Like, she's never gonna be anything more. She's not even an artist. She's just a figure that made a song. Which is ironic, because she's probably doing this so she doesn't stand out, but at the same time, it's gonna make you stand out in a way that is more negative.
Post reading. People always say, Tones, how does it feel? It must feel great. What are you feeling? You must be over the moon. It does, and I don't want to take anything away, but I have been hiding a black hole for a while now. With success comes judgment and opinions. This I was prepared for. It's normal, which is sickening, but the relentless bullying that follows every proud moment tears my mind in two. Tones was also frustrated by the media.
And I felt like dirty when people made shit up about me, and I felt gross, like they could say anything and they did.
To the extent that she was happy to see the song's popularity fading.
Here Comes the Weekend with Blinding Lights. I'm like, good on ya.
Ooh, Blinding Lights, bro. That song is like, was it in the top 10 that they showed? It must have. Was it #1? I swear it was #1. Yo, that era of music was insane. Like, damn. You had banger after banger after banger. Like, these are songs that are at the top of the charts till this day. Like, there's no modern songs. Actually, there is, like, As It Was by Harry. But none of them are, like, in the top 3. All the top 3 came in, like, basically the same time. Am I tripping? Yeah, I am tripping. Like, most of the top 10, I guess.
Mate. Marietta's like, oh, it might go back to #1 next week. I'm like, oh no, I want to move on with my life.
It's therefore no surprise she'd state, I don't want to just try to chase that song. I loathe that song a lot of the time. How
much do you guys think she made off of that one song? Bro, top of the charts for 6 months. I think she had horrible business people around her. I think she handled it horribly in terms of business-wise. Obviously, it might have been better for her mental health overall, but she made horrible business decisions. Like, having the top song for 6 months and having no one hear anything from you ever again. Like, you could have dropped straight garbage and still gotten attention if you had the right marketing behind you. But yeah, she almost forced herself to be a one-hit wonder, and she didn't want the spotlight. And hey man, if you don't even want it, the universe has so many other options to give the opportunity to. So she has sort of faded off of the face of the earth. But that might be better for her mental health. I just wish her the best, man. I think she made like 10 mil. She still, if she owns the masters to the song especially.
Times I don't want to sing it. Instead turning lemons into lemonade with an album called Madhouse, documenting the highs and lows of unexpected fame. The whole ordeal also inspired a weight loss journey.
Here's an exclusive. I've actually just lost 30 kilos.
Leading to positive articles for the first time in a long time. Tones therefore also added this.
After experiencing maybe the biggest high and the biggest low, the highs do outweigh the lows, and now I'm in a place where I see a lot more love.
And now owns the fact that she simply made an awesome song.
I'm so thankful for that song, and I'm so proud of that song, and I'll never not be.
As you should. W video, man. Hey, be careful what you wish for, man. Hey, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe. I love every single one of y'all, and yeah, peace.